President William Samuel Ruto has taken a bold step by nominating key opposition figures to several critical ministries. Guys, let me tell you, this move has actually drawn a significant attention and stirred a lot of discussion. You see, guys, these opposition leaders that William Ruto has nominated, actually, they have been critical of President William Ruto's administration, and these guys, they are now taking charge of departments that have been under intense scrutiny. You see, guys, ever since President William Ruto nominated these four gentlemen from opposition, I've been pondering over and over again, asking myself a lot of questions. Could it be a trap? How on earth will William Ruto take such powerful ministries and give it to ODM? Will it be a trap? Let's take a finance or treasury ministry as just an example. You see, guys, that is such a powerful docket that decides or determines the re-election of a president. All the light of the nation actually are lighting on that docket. Small mistake, everybody will know. So the question is, was it Raila Odinga asked for it, or it is William Ruto himself decided to give it? Or even if it is Raila Odinga who asked for it, how could William Ruto agree? To me, guys, actually, it is a trap. ODM has walked into a trap because docket like energy and petroleum, treasury, those are very delicate ministries in a country, especially the Republic of Kenya. Now, guys, we all know that President William Ruto on Wednesday made headlines by assigning the energy docket, treasury, and the cooperatives portfolios to opposition leaders. Now, underline the word opposition key leaders. You see, guys, this strategic move actually has been seen by many political analysts as a way to set the opposition against the public, effectively shifting some of the administration's burdens onto Raila Odinga's team. And you see, guys, this political maneuver actually comes at a crucial time when President William Ruto is grappling with one of the most challenging period of his presidency. You see, the streets are filled with angry Gen Z demanding his resignation due to the cost of living, punitive taxes, and extravagant lifestyle of his government officials. Now, guys, you see, in what seems like a clever sleight of hand, President William Ruto appears to have redirected the blame from his Kenya Kwanza administration to the doorstep of Raila Odinga, a man known for championing the people's cause. This move aimed to mitigate the growing disillusionment with his government. Guys, here are the traps. You see, this is where exactly the traps are, and this is the point now the rain will start beating Raila Odinga and his people. You see, guys, let me tell you, the contentious tax hikes, soaring fuel prices, and the other shortcomings of the Ruto administration will now be closely associated with the opposition leaders who have taken up these key roles. Among them are nominated MP John Mbadi, who is now going to take over Treasury and Economic Planning, National Assembly Minority Leader Opiyo Wandayi, who is going to take over Energy and Petroleum, and former Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, who is now to take over the cooperatives and MSMEs. Now, guys, let me take you back to 2022. You see, during the 2022 election campaign, President William Ruto promised Kenyans that his bottom-up economic model will make the high cost of living a thing of the past. First of all, he said he's going to eradicate hunger and create thousands of jobs. However, after assuming office in September 2022, he scrapped fuel subsidy and increased taxes, burdening an already overtaxed common mwananchi. Now, guys, 2 years later, the public frustrations reached a boiling point, and the youth, the Gen Z crew, actually took it to the streets demanding change. This protest, which began last month, actually over the controversial finance bill, the finance bill that was actually trying to raise 347 billion shillings extra to cover the country's budget deficit. Now, guys, let me tell you, the entire hustler agenda will now be overseen by Oparanya, a man who was telling people not to pay hustler fund. He is the same man now going to tell them kindly pay. You see how the politics is a very dirty game. Now, come to John Mbadi, one of the Ruto's fiercest critics. He is now responsible for economic planning, revenue collection, and he will defend revenue-raising measures. You see, guys, should William Ruto fail to deliver on his promises, it will be the ODM as well to explain why it had to fail. Now, guys, you see, John Mbadi actually takes over at a time when revenue collection actually is trailing behind spending. What we collect, actually we spend more than that, which actually prompting William Ruto to borrow, to overborrow. And that actually exacerbates Kenya's financial situation. Let me tell you, Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, missed its revenue target by 276 billion shillings. They ended up actually collecting only 2.22 trillion in the year ending June. Debt repayment, guys, actually consumed a significant share of that collection. That is the situation Kenya is in right now. Now, guys, still on John Mbadi. You see, John Mbadi will also lead the government in figuring out how to operate without raising taxes following the shelving of the Finance Bill 2024. John Mbadi was the one who voted no. The Finance Bill was dropped also. Now, he has to tell us, to tell the government, how are they going to operate without raising those taxes? John Mbadi, we need his answer. We need John Mbadi to tell us, how are we going to live in this country? Now, guys, moving on to Ugunja, we find our guy there, Opiyo Wandayi. Opiyo Wandayi, meanwhile, will have to face tough questions about frequent power outage and high fuel prices. He has to tell us why. And then the spotlight, guys, will be on the Ugunja MP, Opiyo Wandayi, to address the nation on issues of power failure each and every day, aging infrastructure, corruption, and illegal connections that makes the grid unreliable. Again, the rising taxes have also made power bills actually to be unaffordable for many Kenyans. We need the Ugunja MP, Opiyo Wandayi, to explain to us how are we going to live with that kind of a situation. Okay, guys, as we wait for those answers from Opiyo Wandayi, the Ugunja MP, let us move to the expert. They said, or they suggested, that Kenya's grid actually struggles to meet growing electricity demand, particularly during the peak evening hours when families are at home. They also highlight transmission problems with a large part of the country still not connected to the main renewable energy sources like the Olkaria geothermal plant. Now, guys, moving on, we move to the Mubaba of our sister, Wycliffe Oparanya. Wycliffe Oparanya, guys, will now manage the much criticized 50 billion shillings Hustler Fund launched by President William Ruto back in 2022 to improve the youth access to credit. You see, guys, Professor Oparanya criticized the Hustler Fund, said 500 ni kidogo. Now, he has the power, aongeze hiyo pesa itoke kutoka 500, aifikishe mpaka pale alisema, at least 5,000, it is good. Now, Professor Oparanya ana mamlaka ya kupandisha hizo pesa zifike 5,000. Maana yake yeye alisema, at least President William Ruto can think of increasing that money to be reasonable enough up to 5,000. Professor Oparanya akona mamlaka ya kufanya hivyo. Ona, ana mamlaka saizi mambo na sijui ana criticize, hapana. Saizi ana mamlaka asongeshe hizo. He has to increase that money up to 5,000. Well, guys, those are my 2 cents for today here on Lifelens TV. And we've come to the end, alhamdulillah. But before I leave, let me tell you something, guys. You see, this strategic move by President William Ruto has undoubtedly reshaped the political landscape in Kenya. Let me tell you, do not actually expect the Kenyan politics to be the same again from today henceforth. In fact, we are going to witness more drama. We are going to witness different politics. And the Kenyan politics actually is going to be the most interesting politics in the whole world. Watch this space from now heading to 2027. Be ready for a one hell of a ride. My name is Peter Tosh Williams. If this video actually has pleased you, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe for more insightful analysis on the issue that matter to you. Until next time, if you are new here also, my name is Peter Tosh Williams. I'll see you guys in the next video. Inshallah, always remember that tomorrow is a brand new day. Goodbye, and may the Almighty God be with you.